Hello and welcome to my Affliction Warlock PVE quick guide for the patch 6.0.3. In this guide we want to discuss the following points: stat priority, gems and enchantments, talents and glyphs, rotation, and add-ons and macros. As always, please keep in mind that I am not a professional gamer and I do not raid in a progress-oriented guild. All information in this video are based on my best knowledge and researches from January the 28th. That being said, let's start. Stat priority. On the first place, of course, Intellect, followed by Haste. This is a little bit stronger at the moment than Mastery. On the fourth place is Multi-Strike, then Critical Strike and Versatility. Number 2. Gems and Enchants. As I mentioned before, Haste is our second major stat, so I choose the Greater Haste Teledyte, or his little brother, the Haste Teledyte. Keep in mind that we don't have any haste breakpoints anymore. For the enchant, always think about haste, neck, ring and back, gift of haste or breath of haste. For the weapon you have two options. Option number 1, Enchant Weapon Warsong. This is freaking expensive but totally worth it. Or the second option, Enchant Weapon Mark of the Shattered Hand. This is cheap and kinda sucks.
You know what time it is? Ah! It's good for you.
For flask and pots, of course, Intellect.
Need something?
Talents and glyphs. I don't want to discuss every single talent or glyph, because I think you are smart enough to read them by yourself. I hope so. On the left hand side you can see the talents that I use the most. Nearly 90% of the fights I use them. Let's start with the level 15 talent Dark Regeneration. This is a great spell. It restores 20% of the maximum health over 12 seconds to you and your pet, and increase all healing received by 25% for the duration. For the level 30 talent I choose Mortal Coil, not because of the fear, but because of the 11% health regeneration. On level 45 talent I always choose Sacrificial Pact because it's awesome. At level 60 I always choose Burning Rush because of the movement speed bonus, but guys, please don't forget to turn it off. At level 75 I choose Grimoire. Help me Google please.
Grimoire of Supremacy.
Yes, exactly that. At level 90 I choose Archimon's Darkness, because then you have 2 charges of Dark Soul. I have no idea how you pronounce it in English, but anyway. And the level 100 talent, if you have a lot of ads to kill, then choose Cataclysm, and if you have single target, use Demonic Servitude, because this allows you to summon your Doomguard as a permanent pet, and that does about 25% of your damage. No brainer. As you can read on the bottom, glyphs depends on the boss fight, but most of the time I take, for major glyphs, Eternal Resolve, because you take 10% less damage. Unstable Affliction, reduce the cast time of Unstable Affliction by 25%. And Soulstone because the player resurrected by Soulstone are returned to life with 100% health. And for the minor glyphs, take whatever you want, they are useless in boss fights anyways. Let's talk about the rotation. The rotation is pretty easy with the help of the add-on, but we come to this later. First of all, make sure that you have the right pet and all buffs up. If the boss fight starts with Heroic or Bloodlust, please use the macro in the description. Because this is just a quick guide, I want to keep things simple. Keep Agony, Corruption and Unstable Affliction up all the time. If you done that, cast Drain Soul as a filler. Cast Whant if you have trinket procs or at least 3 soul shards. The last step is just a guideline. I try to apply it as often as I can, so don't be too hard to yourself. Now comes an important fact for you guys. Never, ever even think about using Soul Burn, Soul Swap. This is just a waste of 2 shards. Just use Soul Burn with Seed of Corruption if you have to do a little bit AoE damage. The macros that I use can you find in the video description. For add-ons I use weak auras for tracking cooldowns, F-dots for tracking my dots, and quads for showing cast time, ping and ticks from Drain Soul. That's all for today. I hope you liked the guide. If you have further questions, please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.